Welcome to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Let's Talk Cars Radio is sponsored in part by Napa Car Care Centers, BDG Auto Group, by Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmissions, Advanced Technology Institute, and American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Be a part of the program today by calling 757-222-3705. You may text your comments and questions during the show at 757-866-2192. That's 757-866-2192. Email your questions and comments to Dave at letstalkcarsradio.com. Now, here is the host of Let's Talk Cars Radio, Dave Palash.
Happy Saturday, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA, Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Palash, hanging out with Rock and Larry Cobb, and of course, Cameron's hanging out with us, doing all the technical work. So, here we are again, gentlemen. How was your guys' week?
Hey, wet.
Yeah, it is. It's been wet.
When's the last time we had a Saturday there was sun out there?
I can't remember.
Like 2 months ago.
It seems like every time I turn around, it's raining, and it's raining, and it's raining. I woke up this morning, and it was raining, so...
I don't know what the bad thing is. And we talk about this all the time when it's raining. Drivers on the road.
Oh, look, my new windshield wipers are doing great.
You changed them at the right time.
I did. I called that right on the money.
Yeah, man.
Look, I'm telling you, if you have not put a good set of windshield wipers on your car, now is the time to do it. You guys laugh at me. I'm telling you.
That must be the reason why they can't see the speed limit sign. I mean, hey, 45, let's do 20.
Have you ever noticed, though, in all seriousness, whenever it rains, the traffic just... But I cannot understand why all the traffic gets so bad. It's so congested.
Because it's raining and people
What does that got to do with it? It didn't used to be like that.
They think the rain is going to hurt them.
When I was younger, I mean, yes, every now and then somebody would get in an accident, slip off the road. But for the most part, it wasn't bad. What are you doing?
Windshield wipers.
Well, he must be doing the back window windshield wiper because usually it's two.
No, that's just the one I see. I only see the one that's right in front of
me. Well, you could be like me and don't use windshield wipers.
You don't.
Do you
do Rain-X?
Rain-X.
Well, I do both. So I put Rain-X on my windshield, but then I always have a good set of windshield wipers.
I like Rain-X.
You know why? Do you really want to know why I have an obsession with windshield wipers? Noise.
I figured it was OCD.
I hate the
noise. With
noise.
headaches and stuff, it's the noise.
Yeah. The scraping.
No,
yeah.
Every time just that sound coming across the windshield, I can't stand the noise. I really could. They're right. Okay. That's
See?
I can't stand the noise of it.
Fingernails on blackboard.
A good a good set of windshield wipers make no noise. I don't know if you all know that. Seriously, I'm being dead serious. A cheap set of windshield wipers and a good set of windshield wipers are night and day. You can go buy a brand new set of windshield wipers, but if you buy the cheap brand, they still make noise when they go across the window.
Even if it's not like what happens with me is if it's drizzling and you got the intermittent wiper
No
on,
noise.
Well, I get noise if the windshield gets dry.
I still don't get any noise when the windshield's dry. A good set of windshield wipers, when they go across the windshield, even when it's still kind of dry, make no noise.
I'll have to try that.
I don't like... All right, so...
I know what to get you for Christmas. A good set of windshield wipers.
So, it was probably about a few months ago, maybe last year, and we were replacing my friend's windshield wipers. And it had that kit of put in this piece if it's this car.
That's a bad set of windshield wipers.
And this piece if it's that car or something like that. And
nope.
We could not figure out...
Right, because you got a bad set of windshield wipers.
We could not figure out how to put the windshield wiper. We had to look up a how-to video.
Yeah, because it came with 6 different clicky little pieces.
Yes,
that's not a good set of windshield wipers.
We couldn't figure it out.
You went the cheap route, didn't you?
I didn't. It wasn't my car. It was not my car.
Look, I
go the expensive route.
I'm not kidding. I've gone and bought all different types of windshield wipers over the past years and years. If you open it up and it has 6 different adapter, click this and click that, just throw it back in the box and hand it back to them.
You've done that before.
You've
though.
seen me, right?
Yes,
Well,
yes.
so he's been with me where this has happened. They're like, I'm telling you, these
are
are
the
really
best-
good. These are the
the
best.
best
This is a
wipers.
great set of windshield wipers, and I fall for it. And I get out to my truck and I open it up, and there's like these 6 different clicks and adapters, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, this is no. And then I try, and I start playing with them, and I'm looking at them, and then I get frustrated. I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this. And I throw it back in the box, and I go back to the store. I'm like, I want the ones I always buy. Well, I don't have those. I don't care what you have. I want the good ones. Well, these are good ones. No, they're not. No, they're not. They come with 6 different adapters. I know that. No, because the one time I did click it and figured it out and put them on, within like what, a week, they were making noise.
Yeah, they were making noise.
I'm like, see, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have used these.
So is that like a one size fits all?
Yeah, it's basically what it is. It's like one size fits all, and they weren't really cheap. I think those ones were like $26 a blade or something like that. You know, so it's not like they were totally cheap.
Have you ever?
But they still within a week made noise. The ones I use on my truck make no noise. They need no adapters. They click right on, but they're not cheap. I told you they're like $54. You know, for a set of them or whatever. I don't know.
Those Bosch ones.
Yeah, they're Bosch. They're Bosch.
So,
I'll tell you, they're Bosch. And no, I'm not sponsored by them, but they're Bosch.
so I'm going to go off track of the windshield wipers.
Here we go. Choo-choo.
How many times do you guys use your high beams? Because for the past week and a half now, I've realized on how much I really need my high beams. I don't have
That's
them.
because,
Look, I bought the relay.
Okay, all
I
right,
bought the
all right,
relay.
all right.
I just haven't put it in.
he needed the relay. His high beam relay went out, and I told him, go get a relay for it. And he's like, yeah, I will. And I saw him the next day. I'm like, did you get the beam? And, yeah, I meant to get that.
I drove my friend to the store and I got the relay. But for the 350Zs, you have to literally take the whole car. You have to take like 8 different pieces apart. And me, I don't like my car apart for like an hour. So like when I went to go get the
He's
relay,
lazy.
I put my car all back together. Which was a dumb decision because I knew I had to put the relay back in. I'm driving down the road last night on the highway, and because like I already knew the back roads were going to be dark, so I'm like, let me go the highway route. That was a worse mistake because when you get onto the Outer Banks road, there's no lights. You're depending on your lights.
Well, your
And
regular
it's just-
lights were working, weren't they?
They
No,
are.
not out there when it's foggy. And
It's
stuff.
not.
When it starts
Yeah,
getting
when it's
foggy and hazy, you really need
can't-
your high
Yeah,
beam
you really
lights.
need your high beams.
You don't just need your high beams. You need like one of those long rail lights, those long, they tuck up underneath your vehicle
Yes.
that you turn on. Like not even your high beams. You've seen like the long tube rail lights that you hide up underneath your car. You turn it on and it's like turning on the most industrial light ever that just lights up the whole like city. You need like one of those lights out there.
I know you guys know what I'm going to do when I get home. I'm going to go put my high beam relay in because it's sitting in my car. I just, like he said,
Laziness.
Like he said before, I'm lazy and I don't want to take 8 different parts of my
I
car
told
back
him
together.
when he took it apart, I was like, look, just throw back on your seal, leave all the covers, all the engine covers off of it, and just drive it and then come home. And so when you get home and just put it back in, then put it back together. No, I can't drive it like
It was
that.
raining.
I
and I
can't
didn't
drive
want
it.
to do
It
that.
wasn't going to hurt anything. I was like, just drive it like that and then come back and put it on. No, I'm going to put it all. So he put it all back together, and now here we are. So,
Hey, he made his choice. He paid the price.
Well, it doesn't help that the first time I went to go buy a relay, I thought it was a different relay and it wasn't that relay.
I don't use my high beams anymore.
really?
What?
I don't use them anymore.
Do you have fog
Why?
lights on your car?
I drive it. I don't drive at night.
Oh my!
that's the reason why.
Don't use your windshield wipers.
I don't use my windshield wipers. I don't use high beams.
When's the last
What
time you
else
had an
don't you
oil
use?
change?
Actually, the last time the oil change was
1973.
Wednesday. Wednesday, because you make me think of something else. I had to have an inspection.
Okay.
Oh.
Now last year they
miss it?
started pushing the little tag. Pudding is the word I'm looking for.
We don't know what. You're so off the rail. We don't know what you're looking
The
for.
inspection sticker, they now put it over
on
on
the
the left-hand
left
side,
side of the driver's
extreme
side.
left-hand
Okay,
side.
sure.
Well, now they've shrunk them.
Yes, they
Now
do.
they've become small.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm wondering, so when your friendly police officer is out there looking at cars go by to see who he can pull over because they have an expired sticker, that's going to be hard to see.
They don't really.
Okay.
All right, look. People say they do.
I don't think
they
they drive
do that,
around looking for
but
people to
they're
pull over
really
because
not.
it's state
If they're
inspection
pulling you
sticker,
over, they have a reason to
The
pull you
year
over.
was 2005, and I drove past a police
year,
officer
the year was.
sitting in a parking lot, and I saw him pull out as I drove by and pull right in behind me, and I went, uh-oh. What? And I'm trying to figure out, what did I do?
You didn't have a good windshield wiper plates.
No, speed limit was 35. I was driving speed limit. I hadn't done anything. So he pulled me over, and I'm like, friendly, of course, but I'm like, what did I do? He said, look at your inspection sticker. I looked at it and went, ugh. It was 6 months ago. It expired.
It's happened to me. Something I don't think about. Like
Yeah.
I've gone over because I just didn't think about it.
And I've got a ticket, of course, and naturally I went and I
He
paid
didn't
my
let you
ticket.
go, really?
No, he didn't let me go.
Well,
I
you
told
remember
him-
when I told you the story? I got pulled over in Nathaniel's car the day I was going to go take it for the inspection sticker, and the officer let me go, and he was like, "Hey, by the way, your inspection sticker's 6 months over." My brother didn't realize it.
Yeah.
I realized it.
Yeah.
And I said something to him, and I was just naturally driving his car already, so I was like, "All right, I'll go take it in for inspection."
Well, the reason I say they look for the stickers is I know it's been a while, but at the downtown tunnel, every so often you'd see a state trooper out there.
I sit in that little notch in right
Yeah.
before
Yep,
the other-
and I could see. I figure they're looking at it. They're looking for a violation. You know, it could be inspection, could be maybe a windshield cracked or whatever they're going to get you for.
So you
I
said
figure they're looking for that. So
you
it-
said you got your oil changed on the day you got your inspection sticker.
Yep.
Does that mean you don't get it until every year?
I got the inspection every year. No, I changed
How
the
many
oil.
miles you're putting on your car a year? You think?
Yeah, how many miles?
7,000.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's not
okay.
bad.
So
Okay.
that
I
makes
change the oil twice a year. I used to do it every 3 months, but I'm using this
He does
synthetic
his
oil.
every 3,000 miles.
And they told me, said, you're wasting your money if you change it.
Oh yeah.
no.
I'm once again. I'm probably just as bad with windshield wipers as I am with oil changes. I do mine like every 3,000.
I grew up doing every 3. I mean, for all my life.
You're never going to change that in me. I don't care. Now, I'm going to get a bunch of emails, and you guys are going to disagree with me, and the texts are going to start rolling in. I know they are. But I'm still a 3,000-mile guy. I know the advances in oil, and you can send me all the emails and tell me that all the oils are advanced and all that kind of. And I know. Trust me. I got it. I understand. I know that technology has changed a lot of different stuff. I get it, guys. Trust me. I don't need the emails, and because I do. I know. I do know. But you're never going to change that in me. I still change my oil. I still use full synthetic, and I'm still changing it. Even with synthetic, I'm still changing it every 3,000 miles. It's something that was born into me, you know, and that's never going to change.
I got new spark plugs for the first time since I owned the car.
Did you really?
I have 131,000 miles, and the guy at the car place said, "Well, you should have changed these at 100." And I said, "Well, go ahead and do it." You know, so I did get some new. I got new plugs.
That's something I could just see you doing yourself, though. Just tinkering in the garage, you could have just threw a set of plugs in.
There was a time, not now. Now, you know, last time I changed a set of spark plugs, cars still had distributor caps and points and condensers and all that stuff, and there was no computers even heard of on a car. So that's how long it's been since I've messed with one.
We just got a comment on Facebook.
You know,
I mean, I just
you scare me sometimes.
Why?
Just for the fact that some of the things that you do when it comes to that car. I know you're trying to make that car last forever.
I
You
am.
never have to buy another one
I am.
already as it is.
Hey, he has AAA.
Hey, he's got AAA. Is that their new slogan? Hey, I got AAA.
I got AAA.
Tim Craig said, "I do mine every 1,500 to 2,000 miles, especially with the Hemi now."
Well, that's a little different, Tim. I mean, a performance car, I would probably change it even more too in a performance car, especially if I'm on it a lot, or if I'm getting on the throttle a little bit more than normal. I would definitely change my oil more than I would change anything else. For
It's
that.
coming about time for me to change mine. Mine's going into the shop next week.
Like I said,
How
I
many
would
miles?
just do that.
Mine?
Yeah.
Since I bought the car, it probably has about 2,600 miles on it now.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
every 3,000 miles, I mean.
I would have changed it as soon as I bought it, personally, but
Well, we checked the oil and it was a good color, so
Look.
they just did an oil change when I bought the car.
Just remember, if you're driving your car, you got to keep up with the regular maintenance. And if you're not keeping up with the regular maintenance, make sure you take it to one of our sponsors, one of our Napa family. They'll appreciate it. I'll appreciate the fact that you're keeping up with your maintenance. And on that note, we got to take a commercial break. When we come back, got a lot more in the news. Talk to you soon.
you're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, here's a pound of prevention from your Napa Auto Care Center. We'll customize a preventive maintenance package for your vehicle that will save you time, money, and hassles now and down the road. We'll ask, do you drive mainly in the city or on the highway? Plan to keep your vehicle? How long? And more. Preventive maintenance is a good thing that prevents bad things. Build yours at your Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Do you currently have a repair shop you trust? Haven't found the time to go to a garage for all your automotive needs? Check out the all-star team at Napa BDGHRVA.com. That's Napa BDGHRVA.com. Let them show you what it's like to work with the professionals and make a friend along the way. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC, commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI. Not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. So, if you guys were with us in the first segment, we went just pretty much everywhere. We went windshield wipers, oil changes, and all the things that Larry doesn't do or does do or
doesn't want to pay for.
Or doesn't want to pay. It usually doesn't want to pay for is usually where we go. So, you guys remember last week we were talking about how I was sad that the Chevy Silverado I thought was kind of ugly and how much that upsets me.
Did they redeem themselves somehow?
No. They didn't. But just to make things even more interesting, we were talking about how, nobody landed really on how the Ford Bronco was going to look.
Right.
And how I told them Ford, they shouldn't really mess it up. Well, so some spy photos came out again this week, and they're actually real spy photos because what they believe is going to be what the Ford Bronco is. And, well, I'm a little happier because apparently it's going to be ugly too. So that makes me feel a little better. I'm sorry, Ford guys. Apparently the Ford Bronco may be just as ugly as the Silverado was. So at least we'll be on level playing field because, some of the spy photos that got sent over to me this week from some listeners shows that it may be a...
And you don't like it.
No, that's fine. As long as the Ford's ugly, it's okay. That's fine. I'm okay. I'm all right with that.
You didn't like the way they looked in the spy photos.
No, you heard me say it. I saw some of the original photos of the Ford Bronco, what they thought it was going to look like, and I thought it was really cool. Even though I'm a Chevy guy, I can admit when something's cool looking. I was like, man, that's going to be a really neat looking truck if they left it alone as to what some of these renderings were going to be. I was just like, even though I'm not a Ford guy, I could see myself driving one of those. That's kind of cool looking because it's neat. It was cool. It looked like a Tonka. But then these photos I got sent over from some of the listeners after they heard us talking about it last week of what it may really look like. I was just like, oh, that's really ugly.
Not good, huh?
No, it's not. So if you guys haven't seen these photos, do yourself a favor and jump online and see the latest and greatest photos that popped up this week. And you may agree with me that this thing is not. It's got that camouflage wrapping on it, but if you look at what the shape of what it's going to look like, yeah. Hey, it's a Ford. What can you expect? I don't know what else to say. So, yeah.
Well, hey, I'll have to look at a picture of it.
We'll have to fix or repair it daily.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a Chevy guy. I can say whatever I want to say about any other person.
I try to stay neutral, but it's kind of hard for me to stay neutral because it's a Ford.
I'm on this other end of the camera. I'm allowed to say it.
Your opinion is strong.
It is. So here's a funny one for you. Moving on, I got a funny one for you. Have you guys heard of Lyft and Uber starting to do the ride share kind of thing? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you basically have two options. You can ride with yourself, or you can see where an interesting turn goes and do a ride
Okay,
share.
so you've seen it.
Is it less expensive if you share the ride?
Yes, it's supposed to be a less expensive option. So basically what this is if you use Uber, you have the option where you just do the regular Uber ride and you go by yourself, or there's a chance that if the Uber is driving and he has a possibility of picking up another ride while he's taking you to your destination, that he can do that. He has the option to do that where he can pick up another rider on the way to your destination, and it's a lesser fare.
And then both riders get a break.
Yeah, correct. So it's lesser money, which is kind of interesting. It could really be an interesting turn of events. So there was a parody they did that one of our listeners sent to me that was kind of funny. I can't get into all of the parody because obviously we're radio and there's certain things you just can't say. But it's funny because what it was is he picks up this girl and she's getting a ride to go pick up her last paycheck. She was fired from a job. So as she's explaining how I was fired from the job and for certain reasons she was fired, which is kind of comical. And then as she's riding along and she spaces out and she talks about all these different topics as they're driving, and there are all these strange topics, he gets the opportunity to pick up another driver. And then, or another rider. So he stops, he picks up another rider, and she's like, well, what are you doing? Because she didn't realize she chose the ride share option. The other person gets in, and then she's confused why there's somebody else getting in the car with her. And then the other woman's like, well, where are you going? She's like, well, I'm going to, and they end up going to the same place. Well, the one woman's going because she was fired from a job to get her last paycheck, and there's another woman that gets in is going to have an interview at the place that she was fired from for the other woman's job that she lost. So then it becomes like a fight in the back seat. Which
that was fun.
No, it's a funny commercial. I mean, or a parody. It's not. It's supposed to be like a parody / commercial kind of whatever, but it's amusing.
I get it.
And they're poking fun at Uber and Lyft is what they're doing. So if you get a chance to see it, maybe funny.
I hear a lot more about
It's definitely
Uber.
not for kids.
I hear more about Uber than I do Lyft.
I deleted Uber. I use Lyft only.
You only use Lyft?
Yeah, see, he was a huge Uber person.
I was a huge Uber person.
And now he's a Lyft person.
What happened?
I think it's rates. I don't know.
It was more of like Lyft was cheaper for me, and I was able to get more rewards with Lyft. And then I also like the option that Lyft was able to give us and allow me to tip people through the app and not have to tip them in cash.
I like that part.
Because obviously I can see where my money's going through Lyft receipts. I can't see where my other money's going through.
If I got to leave a tip, I like to leave it ahead of time. Mm-hmm. And I like the convenience of putting it on my card because I'm one of these guys that I never have cash.
Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do carry cash on me because I never know when I'm going to need it. If the government's just going to shut down our banks. You know,
Conspiracy.
I carry cash on me, but I don't like giving cash to people because I never know if what's going to happen to it. You know,
It's like pizza delivery. There's one place that'll let you put the tip on the card when you place your order. Mm-hmm. The other place, you can pay for the order with the credit card, but you can't tip on it.
See, I'm completely different. You guys are on a whole other way. I like giving a cash tip to somebody versus leaving it on my card because I'm always afraid that the facility will change the amount of tip that I've given the person.
and that has
so I worry about that.
That has happened before.
That's
the
that
company
has,
will
pretty low if it did.
I always worry about the company consuming the tip and not being honest with the person I've left the
Now-
tip to.
Cash to me is inconvenient. It is just inconvenient, and I also can't. It's hard to keep track of where it went.
Like if I go to like the car wash place to have my car washed, I always like to.
I tip
They
in
have
cash.
like the little tip voucher things that they always give. I hate the tip voucher. I rather just give the car wash guy.
Well,
cash
I do.
tip.
I give the car wash guy cash. I go to get cash before I go there.
Because they're always like, "Oh, would you like to do a tip voucher?" And I'm like, "No," because I just don't know.
What is that?
I'm like, well, they.
It's like you can put it on your card, or you could do it if you say, "Oh, I'm going to give a tip to them." They'll be like, "Oh, well, you have to buy this tip."
and they give you this little tip voucher card,
and then they have to turn it in, and then
But it's just a card. So how do I know they didn't consume that money?
Yeah.
Into their register versus giving it to the actual guy.
And I feel so bad because like I get the tip vouchers, and he's done it before too,
And I forget
to give
I've
the
done it.
tip, and it's just like, and I never think about to go grab.
And I'll tell
that
you what
from the
happened to
dresser
me.
again.
So, and really quick, so during Christmas time, they had the buy one car wash, get the second car wash free. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, this is cool. So what I'll do is I'll get my car wash, and then I'll give a car wash as a gift to somebody. I thought it was kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
So then I loaded like $10 on the tip voucher card for a tip. Well, then I forgot to give the tip voucher card. So then I felt bad. So I went back to go get another car wash, and I was like, well, I'll just get a tip. Well, they're like, well, that tip voucher card's no good. So where did that $10 go to?
Yeah, exactly. Where did it go?
So I just wondered about that. Nobody could answer that. So I asked the guy. I was like, well, so where does that tip go?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm not sure.
Well, that's a strong case for sticking with cash, and that
Right. Yeah. So
Well, I know, like,
it's one of those things.
I wonder because, like, at the end of the night, if we have any extra money in our drawer, because I used to do carry out for a restaurant, and it would happen sometimes. Some people would just be like, keep the change after I already put all the money in the drawer. So any money that was left over, because when we print out our receipt, it tells us how much we owe to the company.
There's never any money left after all those people told you to keep the change. So you wonder where the money went to?
Well, sometimes that's happened. That's happened too. But like any money that's left over that you don't owe, that's your tips for the night. So I wonder if they do that also. Like, and then they just instead of instead of giving it to one person, they just split all that money with
Things that
everybody
make you
else.
wonder. You never know. You know what time it is again? It's time to take a commercial break. Hey, when we come back, I want to talk about that 31 car pileup. If you guys didn't hear about it in the news, you'll talk about it soon. We're out of here.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more. Or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by Chev, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Okay, your week is crazy. Your local Napa Auto Care Center understands. That's why we're open Saturdays for your convenience. Get that oil change you've been putting off way too long. Be done with those squeaky brakes that are on your last nerve. We get it. Our Napa Auto Care Center is open Saturday when you maybe don't have soccer, dance class, a late meeting at work, you name it. Call for a Saturday appointment now.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of trying all the wrong auto shops and never leaving feeling that satisfied experience? Napa Car Care Centers, the BDG HRVA group, has the answer for you. Friendly, reliable teams assembled for all your automotive needs. Find your local auto center today at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons, Incorporated. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. So, hey, do you guys been paying attention to the news lately?
I watched the news report with you.
Yeah,
and that was crazy.
Like 131 car pileup.
That was Insurance Man's dream.
So
That was a tow truck man's
I have
dream.
so many questions like on this that, and I know. So I guess what was it? One person passed away.
Yeah, one person passed away and several people were
Were
hospitalized.
Hospitalized.
Yeah,
he's like hospitalized. Hospitalized.
You saw me stop for a
I did.
second. I was like, wait a minute.
Sometimes his brain doesn't connect to his mouth, or his mouth.
Well, it's
doesn't
because I
connect to
have
his
so
brain.
many things over here I need to make sure of.
It's so like whose insurance figures out? I mean, like how? So the initial car crashes, right?
Okay.
Then you have, let's just say you're the fifth car in, but it gets hit by like 19 cars. So like, and
That'd be careless driving, following too closely.
like, no, I mean, I'm not even
fail
worried
to
about that. Like, how
maintain
do you
lane.
figure? I mean, like, at what point? I think at some point, like, all gloves are off, and your insurance just has to take care of it because you can't even begin to figure out like who
Who's
hit
at
who
fault?
and what car hit what, and like, I mean, at some point you just have to go, okay.
I
your
have no
insurance-
idea how they would approach that. None.
Think
Well,
about the police report.
or how long like the cleanup would be for something like that. That has to be like, I mean, do you just like tape it off and like just sit out there for days just trying to make sense of it?
Close a lane.
A lane,
A lane?
The-
It took
the
up
whole-
the whole highway.
That's 131 cars. I mean, like where do you even begin to clean it up?
Because
I mean,
they'll have to close.
I mean, you gotta imagine. That's every tow truck in town has to be like out there cleaning that up.
They got to start somewhere. That's a
Right,
given.
right. Like, at the back, or you start at the front. I
You
mean, like
start
where
on
do
the
you start
side and
cleaning
push
it up?
everybody into one lane.
I mean, just if you had me go clean it, I'd probably like be the worst person to clean it up. And
take a
I
snowplow.
spent years in the tow business. So for me, tow trucks wouldn't even be like the first thing I would send out there. I would just like get a couple bulldozers and just put them out there and just shove everything all to one side to like try to clear like lanes of traffic. I mean, because everything's already tore up as it is. So I would just be like, okay, let me get a couple bulldozers. Let me just go out there and shove all the wreckage to one side, and then like maybe start at the front and just start hooking tow trucks and start just trying to pull everything apart and load it up.
I saw a picture of a big crash like that, and they had hazmat trucks out there.
Oh yeah, you would have to for all the oils, the gasolines, and everything. That I mean, like,
they arrived at the same time as the ambulances did.
yeah, I wouldn't even. I mean, like I said, I did a lot of years, like I said, in the tow industry. And like I said, that would be my first thing. It would be tractors, tow trucks, some cranes, just to
told
start
him-
lifting and unpeeling things apart.
What,
and stuff like that.
131? Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, because you'd have to get the road somewhat opened back up, even if it was one lane of traffic.
That's when you take the bulldozer and you push them all over into one lane.
That's what I'm saying. Is you just shove everything over to one side so you can get at least one lane of traffic open, and then you start
Exactly.
pulling things apart.
I told him on the way here I saw a 4-car pile up yesterday,
4.
right in front of me, like where I could have been in the car, but I backed off.
Well, I don't think I told you like a couple weeks ago. I was going home, and right there where the split where you go to the Outer Banks split right there as you go. There was one sitting up where the split is,
Yeah.
resting up on the guardrail right there. I mean, like he perched himself right up there on the guardrail. He was standing outside his vehicle, and he was flipped up on the side right there, all by him lonesome. As I come up on it, I was just like, oh, well, how'd you get yourself up there?
Yeah.
Because there was nobody around him. He was just up there by himself. The only thing I think was maybe he fell asleep or something. I mean, that's the only way I could figure you miss that by yourself.
I see accidents where the ways that the cars are pointed in their positions, I'm wondering, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Like I said, it was a 1-car accident. He was over there by himself. And I was just like, huh, okay, well. I slowed down. I saw he was standing outside the car by himself, and he looked to be okay, so there was no reason for me to stop and get involved. But
We should try to get a tow truck driver in here and have him talk about the things he have seen while on the
Oh,
job.
there's I know a bunch of them, and the things that they've seen you probably don't want to know on some of that stuff. They come across some pretty gruesome stuff. I mean, I saw a lot of weird things.
I would think.
Yeah.
I would think.
No, there is. There's definitely is. Hey, here's one of those things where we talk about it, and the very next week, of course, it
It happens?
It does. We were talking about the new Corvette just last week. No, it's not. It hasn't been long enough to be a flashback. So last week we were talking about the new Corvette. We were talking about Corvettes not moving. I think there was 9,000 or something like that are still sitting around it.
And after last week's show, they started to move.
Nope. Oh no, they still hadn't. Then I got so somebody sent me a letter. Hey Dave, and they're like, hey Dave, last week you were talking about the new Corvette, and the Corvette's not moving. So when is it that you believe the new Corvette will come? So, in the rumor mill, I went and took a look and did a little research. Fingers crossed, maybe by December, the new mid-engine Corvette will be up for sale.
That's almost a year away.
That early?
No, I mean
Almost a
year. What, 7 months? Almost
10 months.
Is that what it is? 10?
We're in the third month.
We're in the third month. Means
Well, by the time
9
you see them
months.
hitting, by the time they start getting trailered out and stuff like that, I mean,
It'll be 2020.
yeah, like I said, I mean, you'll see them. So just keep that in mind that you'll probably start seeing them. I say that if they're for sale by December, you'll see some probably hit the lot by October. Maybe they'll be roped off. You won't be able to buy them, but they'll probably have some like velvet ropes around them for.
Have you heard any talk what they're asking for those cars?
No, but I think 125,000. If I'm going to take a guess, I'd say probably 125,000 will be somewhere around there. If I was to take a guess. Wow. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll be less. Maybe they'll be 99 or something like that. But I'm going to say probably fully decked out, fully loaded, everything you can imagine on 125.
Oh, man.
So, remember when we were talking about the armored cars?
Oh, you're talking about the rolling living rooms with bulletproof windows and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
those.
Okay.
So, a video came out on YouTube, and it was showing a Mercedes-Benz van.
One of the Sprinter vans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like they can go, they turn the van into a limousine, but it can like shorten and extend at
so
certain
okay,
times.
yeah.
And it's all the doors are bulletproof. All the stuff is bulletproof.
I'm telling you, y'all think I'm
So-
kidding about these things. People are serious about
It looks
building
like
this
regular
stuff.
doors. Like they were doing a whole review about this. It looks like regular doors, and when you open it, it's another door that's bulletproof. So they take the original shell, put it on the outside, put all the bulletproof stuff. So they basically like shorten the inside.
So they just made it look beefier on the outside, but it's actually narrower on the inside.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they still have 4 recliners, flat screen TVs, PS4.
Did they name this thing? Did it actually I'm sure it had to have a name or
I'll
something.
go find the name, but it was
told-
it was pretty dope.
You can't.
And they were selling it?
It's not made up.
Guess how much they were selling it for?
How much?
For a limousine, $350,000.
So there you go. There is a desire for these things. People want them.
You
it
gotta
seems
have more than
strange.
desire.
Like I said, it seems strange to us, but people actually do want these things, and there's companies that are specialized in building these things. Now, it seems strange. Like you wouldn't have one in your driveway, and I wouldn't have one in mine, but there is people that do have them. Like I said, when you start getting on the side of, $1 million, $2 million a year, you start making that kind of money, and you start worrying about your safety and moving your family around and stuff like that. There is a desire for something like that.
Man, I don't know. Even if I had the means, I don't know that I would be that would appeal to me or not.
Well, it just depends on what kind of line of business you're in, though, too. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Loan sharking.
So here's another rumor that's out there that we came across through the media. So Tesla, think about closing all its dealerships and only selling online.
Bad idea.
Bad idea, really?
Very bad idea.
How?
Why? All right.
Millennial, you tell me why this is a bad idea, because I would think that you would, of all people, would understand this.
The average person that drives a Tesla is a businessman. Businessmen usually don't go online. They do things in person.
Oh, you're so wrong.
No, I am not.
You're so wrong.
I am not wrong.
You are wrong. You're so wrong on this. You're on the complete wrong side. You should be on the right side of this. Why do you think brick and mortar buildings are going out of business
Because of
at
online,
a rate that we've
because
never
of
seen
online.
before?
But
It's because of kids like you that Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore.
hey.
Everything comes from Amazon.
You can't blame Toys R Us on us.
Look, it is because your parents gave you guys participation trophies and bought everything online.
Yeah.
It is. You have no defense for this. There's no defense.
All right, look, I just don't think
Amazon exists for a reason because you
but
can buy everything online. Why not buy your car online?
they should not sell cars online.
They're going to.
They're going to, but they
If
should
you
also
hold
have.
on, if you can walk into a mall, hold this thought. If you can walk into a mall, walk around a Tesla, put your hand on it, see everything that you need to see, and then go in and order it online, why do you need a brick and mortar store to go buy it? You don't.
Well, is Tesla going to use the VR to start doing test drives
Right.
also?
I already told you that everything was going that way. I told you that. Every dealership was already starting to look at that. I told you that over a year ago. I told our listeners that over a year ago. They're going to start using VR for the test drive. So you have no reason to have a brick and mortar store.
Been talking about that for the history of the store. I mean, for the history of the show.
I did. I told you guys 3 years ago that this was something they looked at. I told you guys 2 years ago that the technology had changed. I told you guys a year ago that technology had gone way far for the test drive. You could push a button, change models. You could touch every single thing. Why have a brick and mortar store? Now Tesla's like, hey, we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do it online. Why do you seem surprised?
Next thing we see is it's going to be like, hey, you're time for an upgrade. Inside your car, it's going to come on that tablet. Like, you're ready for an upgrade. Would you like to upgrade?
Wait, hold on. Hold that thought. I told you about the upgrade where you could take the body off, have it melted down. They produce you a new body, and it's the new model. And they pop it right on top. I told you guys about that, a year and a half ago?
Yes, you're right about that.
So now you have a car that hold on. For you guys that have to have something new every time we turn around, that's the reason why you currently have the most newest cell phone that's always out there every time you turn around. For those people that have to have that, you could pop the body off your car, melt it down. They ship you a new body that will click back on your current platform, so you always have the newest thing out there. That way you don't have car envy every single time. This would work, and you just buy it online. So why do you seem so confused and so that this would be a good idea?
I still wish it was like the old days, where we actually met people face to face and shook hands, not did everything online. Do I love the internet? Yes. But my generation is going all internet, and we forget about the people out there because we're all on internet.
Okay. We'll wish a little longer because that train has left the station.
I'm gonna go. Hold on, and I'm gonna summarize this real quick before we commercial break. All of this comes from the kid who orders his food online and has it brought, orders his Slurpee online and has it brought, but he wants to have communication and shake hands with people. And on that note,
shake their hands.
We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of your everyday job? Looking for something more? You have to go check out ATI at auto.edu. Advanced Technology Institute has a program for you. From accelerated schedules to assistance in helping students get into the career field fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can.
Take vitamins, exercise, ease up on the coffee. Sound familiar from your last visit to the doctor? Well, your Napa Auto Care Center knows preventive maintenance too. By grouping together services your vehicle needs, customized for the way you drive, they can save you time, money, and hassles. Prevent troubles down the road and give you confidence when you travel. Ask your Napa Auto Care Center to build a preventive maintenance plan for your vehicle today.
Hey guys, check everything your Napa Auto Care Center has to offer at NapaBDGHRVA.com. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Their commitment to excellence will leave you coming back for more. So check them out at NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pillage from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Pillage.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. So, if you guys have been with us for the last three segments, we've been covering just about everything. But the last little thing, the last segment, is kind of interesting. So, I'm not leaving it alone because I just don't know how. So, get back into it with a little bit of Cameron's statement. So, everybody buying everything online, and Cameron just thinks that, everything's going to stay the same. Let me give you some numbers just so you understand. So auto sales this month down 3.7%.
Okay.
That's pretty big in auto sales.
Is that nationwide number?
Yeah, it's a nationwide number. So, and that's for February. And it has continued to slowly decline. And the biggest reason why is because people are just holding off on buying cars, which we've talked about before. Mm-hmm. It's nothing new. Okay. Now it's tax time, which usually auto sales tend to pick up during.
Yeah, wait for that tax refund.
Right. So we should see, usually, if the trend continues, we should see a little bit of a pickup. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting to see this year if that happens or if we continue to go down the toilet. So that will tell us a lot about the state of auto sales and the state of our economy. That's just the way it works, okay? So let's wait until March, let's say end of April, and let's just see if we continue to see a decline. Now, one of the things that I've been talking about in my prediction, and we've been talking about this for a while, because I follow a lot of these trends, and I've been telling you guys about these trends. So, auto loans. Do you remember my prediction for auto loans?
I do.
I've been talking about for over 2 years.
I do remember.
Refresh the memory of my prediction.
It's the same thing is going to happen with auto loans that happened with the home mortgages. I forgot the term.
Yep.
What is it that happened?
We had the collapse of the auto loans.
Yeah.
Okay, or home loans.
Right.
And
the same is going to happen
for
the
high yield loans,
yeah,
like they had for homes. And we watched what happened in that collapse with Fannie Mae and all that kind of stuff. I predicted that the same thing was going to happen with auto loans.
I remember.
And I've been watching it for a couple of years, and the experts actually agree with me that we may have to have the same thing happen, and it will cripple our economy because there's just so many. There's trillions of dollars out there in auto loans that are default capability on loans. Well, the decline continues to keep on happening. Year after year, more and more people default on their loans. That's what they do. And if that ends up happening, then we could have the same result all over again.
Then the repo man comes and gets the car. Then what happens?
They are. So now we have...
The gutters come down off the house. And only you know why I said that.
Many moons ago, when I was a very young man, I did some repo work, and I hooked, taking a car out, I hooked the corner of a gutter, taking the car out of a driveway when I was driving it. Just the corner of the gutter hooked the front bumper of the car.
So you towed the gutter away, huh?
No, I was driving the car. I wasn't on a tow truck. I was actually driving the car.
Okay.
In the corner of the gutter, and he knows the story. In the corner of the gutter caught the car. The downspout caught the corner of the bumper. So as I backed out, the downspout hooked. And as I saw the lights, as I started up the car, I saw the lights come on in front of the house. Mm-hmm. So of course, not panic, but urgency, I would say, kicks in.
They know you're there.
Right. So I punched the gas as I'm backing out of the
out,
driveway and looking backwards so I don't hit anything, and not looking out the front window. Mm-hmm. And about the time I looked out the front window is when I realized that the corner of the downspout hooked the front bumper. And as I backed out, not only did the downspout come with me, but then the long part of the downspout connected to the gutter, and the whole gutter across the whole front of the house was come with me all the way down the driveway.
That was a well put together gutter.
That was a real well. You would think that the downspout would have, just let go.
Yeah.
But no, apparently it was screwed together really well. But then the tacky point at the top must have been really loose, because it just. I wish I would have had a video of it, because it must have just went ping, 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 as I backed out the driveway.
I can just see that. It'd be something out of a comedy bit, but I can see it.
Yes. It would have made for some really interesting video. So he knows the story. That's why he's joking.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry for taking us off the task.
So anyway, delinquencies continue to increase. It's not at the state of panic yet, as they say in the markets, but it is a state of really starting to pay attention how much we are starting to be delinquent.
So defaults are increasing.
Yes, big time. Yeah, defaults.
That's a growing number.
Yeah. The amount of loans that are over 90 days are quite a bit now. So, and I watch it. I watch the market on, because, like I said, I had predicted 2 years ago, as you know, just talking with people in the business and watching the trends, that this could be a huge collapse. And I'm just curious to see if my prediction is right on it. So, yeah.
And what happens then?
That would be a big impact on our banks, and it just like it was before. It could be huge.
Big ripple, I would think, through the automotive industry.
It would be automotive industry. It'd be through our banking industry. It would be could be another rounds of asking for bailouts and all kinds of stuff all over again. Is what it would be. Not to go all somber on you guys or anything like that. I'm just saying. It's a car show, but I follow a lot of stuff that have to do not just restoring cars or talking about cars, the funny things in cars, everything we talk about on the show. I follow a lot of different stuff that have to do with cars. This is one thing I've been following for 2 years now, a little over 2 years now. I've been following this trend, and I've made a couple of different predictions in this show that have come true since we've had the show.
I think it's prudent to pay attention to it. I certainly do.
It is, because it really could affect a lot of things here in America. It really can. And so I've been watching this closely, and every time I don't sit there and watch it every day, but I've been I watch it every couple of months, just looking at the numbers, and the numbers continue to track
over a period of time.
Direction.
It's kind of hard to ignore a trend.
It is. There's nothing. Here's one of the things that's kind of interesting, that one of the topics that came up real quick. I know we're getting close on time. So somebody had asked me, we talked about this, I want to say a couple months ago, how I thought that autonomous vehicles were going to affect car insurance. So one of the topics that came up this week, and it's interesting, do you know autonomous vehicles may really affect car insurance? The fact that car insurance could be a non-existent thing.
It wouldn't be necessary?
Wouldn't be necessary. If a computer is making all these decisions, and they have proven that if they work the way they want them to, and there would be no chances for car accidents.
I don't see car insurance going away.
In the way that we know it.
I see the cost platform changing tremendously, but I don't see the need for insurance to go away, because even though they're autonomous, there'll still be problems.
the risk of accident is where that side would go
Sure.
away. Now theft, that we have to still have that, or vandalism, fire, stuff like that. But the accident side of it, as we know, would have to go away.
Even with full autonomous cars, I really don't believe that we're going to be an accident-free
I don't know.
motoring
It'd be interesting.
public.
There's big discussion within the higher anarchies of insurance and trying to figure out exactly how that's going to work.
Every so often, a machine's going to commit an error. There's going to be an error, and there'll be a repercussion, and then now you got a claim.
Well, I claim not to know it all, and that's all I got to say on this one. Hey guys, it is Saturday. Try to enjoy your Saturday. Once again, it's kind of rainy and cloudy and stuff where we are, but hopefully where you guys are, it's not. Sunday's right around the corner. Do not forget, like I always tell you guys, enjoy your Sunday. Turn off the TV, spend some time with your kids. Try to take them to a car show. They'll love you for it. As you can see, I live by my words. I took a bunch of kids to a car show last weekend, and they enjoyed it. Enjoy your guys' Sunday. We're out of here. I'll talk to you soon.